Hello, my friends. Welcome to yet another DSG TV. Now, you're going to notice I'm not on the back of the couch this week. What the heck is going on? I'm going a little behind the scenes here. Got a little interesting lesson and something a little bit controversial as well to talk about today. I want to talk about something that I did to my website and also some of the top mediapreneurs have done to their website that has caused a crazy shift in business by getting so many more opt-ins. And I can tell you that this move right here, it's a little controversial, and I want to talk about it because I can tell you once I implemented it, we increased over 200% in terms of the amount of opt-ins we're getting of people joining the email list, okay? So let me explain exactly what it is right here. Now, if you notice on the top of your screen, I'm actually going to bring up my handy-dandy little sexy pen here. Where's my little sexy pen? Let's see if I can bring this up here. Okay, so I'm going to point right here. You can see this black line. I'm going to draw some arrows here. See this arrow? You're going to notice the Rise VIP email list at the top. Now, why is this controversial? It's not really that controversial. So why has this increased opt-ins on the Rise to Top by over 200%? Well, here's why. Notice that the only option other than to watch content or buy products or things like that on the risetotop.com is to enter your email. There's no follow me on Twitter. There's no, let's circle up on Google+. There's no let's pin it up on Pinterest. There's no Facebook. There's nothing like that. Here's why. About a year ago or so, I was given some advice, and actually it was by Derek Halpern. I'll show his site in a second, socialtriggers.com. About a year ago, he said, David, you got to take down those social media icons on the risetop.com, because I had them all up there, and I bet a lot of you have those social media icons up on your site. You've got, Facebook and Twitter and all those different things up there. And I said, Derek, that's ridiculous. I want to build my audience everywhere. And he said, here's what he said, and this resonated very true with me. Not that those sites aren't important. Of course, social media sites are vitally important, but when traffic is on your site, not only do you want to keep it on your site, you want to capture those email addresses, because let's just say Facebook closes tomorrow. It's probably not going to, but let's just say it did, or Twitter closes, or whatever happens. The only thing you really, really own at the end of the day is your website and those email addresses that have opted in, okay? So let me explain what I did. I basically now, all over this site, and I'm going to, let's see if I can delete my little drawings here. You're going to notice that you're going to see Rise VIP email opt-ins all over. You're going to see it on the main page. Let's say I click on this episode with Michael Stelzner, okay, one of my show episodes, right? You're going to see it right below the episode. If you go to my About page, you're going to see it there. Now, you might say that's overkill. That's ridiculous. Why would you have this everywhere? Well, the bottom line is the email addresses are the key currency that you need to be building as a mediapreneur. And it's just so important. I can't downplay it at all about how it's going to happen. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, but David, hasn't that hurt social media? And hasn't it done that? Not at all. Because I can tell you right now, actually, I don't know if I can find it. Let me see if I can find this one address off the top of my head. Perfect. I did find it. So let me explain this. My social media presence has actually increased, even though that I took away all the icons on the site, because people are able to find me on social media in other ways. Maybe they just go to Facebook and type my name in, or maybe they go to Twitter and type my name in, or once they are subscribed to something, at some point, I always tell them, here's some other places to connect with me. Here's a Facebook page and Twitter and iTunes and Stitcher Radio and all these different other places. This is after they've subscribed, though, via email. And I can tell you that this strategy has increased over 200% the opt-ins and has increased my business drastically. So take that, I think there's nothing better than a case study. I want to explain it. Now, if you look at some of the other websites that are out there, you'll notice that they're very much doing the same thing in the mediapreneur space. And I'm going to people that, I really respect and know that are good friends of mine. Look at Ryan Lee's site. Basically, here's the option. Enter your email. Let's bring up the pen again, shall we? Here it is. It's right here. Whoops. As I try to opt into my site. Here it is. Email. That's the option if you go here, right? Now, if I go over to Social Triggers, this is Derek's site. Of course, he practices what he preaches. Here's the thing right here. Get updates. Email. ChrisBrogan.com. Email. And Chris is a huge social media guy, but you don't see anything on here. Connect with me on Twitter, find me on Google+. You don't see that. He used to. We all used to, but it's changed. Marie Forleo. Boom. Email. Here it is right here. So I want to put this in your head here as a strategy to think about, that instead of sending traffic off your site, keep it on your site and maybe invite people to join your social media and do that stuff later on in your funnel, maybe after they subscribed or something like that. So, you know, it's been good enough for me. It's been good enough for Derek. It's been good enough for Ryan. It's been good enough for Chris. It's been good enough for Marie. And I totally think it'll be good enough for you. So give it a shot. And as always, hop in the conversation. I want to hear your thoughts about it below. And again, it's one of those things that's nice to hear in theory, but it's more important to see in practice. And I can tell you right now that it has had a huge increase in my business. So that's it. And a couple little fun facts is that Tuesday, 29th of January, I'm doing a big free webinar. You can check it out at therisetotop.com/big webinar. The link's going to be coming up here in a second. And basically what it's going to be is it's called Getting Naked with David. It's a peek behind the curtain into the business of the Rise to the Top. So I'm going to be talking about all kinds of behind the scenes things that I've been doing over the years that have increased business, mistakes I've made, key financial figures, a peek into how I run the Rise to the Top with kind of my systems and team, what worked and what hasn't, advice for people that are getting started, especially if you're getting started and you're a mediapreneur and you've added in a web show and a podcast into your mix. So check it out. Absolutely free. It's going to be Tuesday night, therisetotop.com/big webinar. So the link's going to come up here on the screen in a second. And then, and thanks to our good friends at Lead Player. So check that out. I will see you on the webinar, and I will see you much more in the comments section. Bye-bye.